There's our base camp. And then right in front of me is where we've kind of decided on where our greenhouse is gonna go. So this is what it's looking like right now. As you can see, it's kind of actually already mostly cleared out right here, which is the main factor why we chose it, because it's a lot less work. Once we get that greenhouse up, we can move all of our stuff inside of there and then actually get organized and find stuff. I've been wearing the same sweatshirt and it is starting to get pretty dirty. So I'd like to find the rest of my clothes. On the bright side, it's rained almost every single day so far, so we don't really have to have any concerns with having a fire and burning all this shrubbery that we've been digging up. It doesn't burn very fast when it's all wet. What we thought was fairly decently level, when you actually walk it, is not even close. So we've had a lot of old stumps and tree roots that we've been digging out, and then we've been taking dirt from this big pile right here. We're going to take some dirt from there and we're going to shovel it over to this end, and we're going to kind of fill it in. And then we're probably going to also go buy some truckloads of topsoil, just to try to level it out as much as possible, but we're gonna put it up before we get to that point because everything just takes way too long. So right now this is our greenhouse and we need to turn it into this. Step one is just making all the arch frames all the way down. So we have 15 of them to put together. Cody's working on bringing over and sorting all of our pieces, and I'm gonna start just trying to figure out how to put the first step of this together. We're already off to a really good start because it says that you need to choose a solid, flat, level ground to set it up, and we're neither solid or we're flat, so we'll see how this goes. All of our main frames are done, so we are about to start lifting up the first couple and actually assemble it together. We were both getting a little bit hungry, so we decided we were going to try to make some bread and grill it, which is actually looking really good. We have about 10 more minutes on that, and then we'll let it cool and we can eat that. But let's go see how Cody's doing on the greenhouse. This is what you get when you don't level the land.
Critique the finished product.
It's gonna be a wonky greenhouse for a little bit, I think.
It'll be great.
It's time to check the bread. Ooh, that actually looks pretty good. Not bad. Got a little bit of ashiness on the top, but that's just because it wasn't covered. I'm impressed with myself. Yay, the frame's up. We do need boards that I think go along the edge somewhere on both sides that the kit didn't come with, which is fine. We're just gonna have to mill them. But I'm not sure where those go, and there's a chance that some of these can't go up until we get those boards milled. Isn't there a direction sheet?
Yeah, it's just a picture. Just tells you what you need and shows
Does
you
it
the
tell
picture.
you the order?
No.
Or did it just screw in there then?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Alright, the door will not be able to close because the ground is not flat. Hey, it closes!
Dry my hands a little bit. Gloves.
Cody said he had something cool he needed to show me, so I guess we're going on a hike.
It'd be a pretty neat place to build a cabin.
This is where Cody wants to build our house, looking off into the, I don't know, valley. Yeah, I don't know if I have such big dreams of wanting to be overlooking a valley, to be honest with you. That tree uprooted a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
Here's all the blueberries. Are you sure these are blueberries?
I think so.
They're a lot further along than the ones right next to where we're at right now. This is fun. Not sure if you can see him, but I think he's right there. So that's all of our property. Well, Cody convinced me to come down the hill that I did not want to climb down, but it looks like we found, I'd have to get my book out and look for sure, but I think these might be some watermelon berry plants. Or they're the poisonous lookalike. I'm not sure. So we're gonna have to look that up. But there's 3 of them right there, 1 right there, and then there's a couple more over here too. So that's really exciting. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to find them because I want to try watermelon berries. We just have to figure out when they produce their berries and then we'll have to come back. It's a steep climb.
You gotta sound a lot more excited. You're just talking to it. You need to be like, put up Sawmill Day. All excited.
Today is Sawmill Day. Woo! It's finally time to put our sawmill up. Cody spent a lot of the time yesterday kind of clearing the area over here, but we still have 3 trees that we need to fell. Fall? I hate all of the terminology. We have to cut 3 more trees down and then we'll get it finished clearing it up, and then we can actually start moving all of our sawmill stuff from over there back over here, and then hopefully tomorrow, at least tomorrow, we can start doing some practice cuts with it.
Hopefully. And then we can actually get our greenhouse tarped in, and we'll be able to get everything out of the rain and in the dry. And then after that, we'll be able to start sawing to start building our house. But let's take down a couple trees. I'll let you try the first one. First tree you ever take down.
The goal is to not hit the GoPro. So we'll see how this works.
This won't even reach that far. Alright. I'll start it. Try. Don't kick back on you.
I never want to cut another tree down ever again.
I'll finish cutting the rest of the trees for you.
I hated every second of that. Let's see you walk across. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't do that. Okay. Back to work.
Okay, I'm gonna cut that length then.
These are all of the parts that we have for our sawmill, and we're going to start assembling the track right now. These directions are very lacking, so I don't think this is going to be very easy to put together. I don't know, we'll see how far we get. So we cleared the area, kind of. We raked up about where it's going to go in here. We have the tracks brought over here, and then we dug out all of the hardware that I think we need for the first step. So all we have to do is we have to put these footies and then whatever those fastener things are for, we have to put those on each of the tracks, and then we'll kind of roughly put them in place, and then we'll cut some log rounds to put underneath all of the feet, trying to get it roughly level just to start. So that's step one. Each one gets 3.
Looks like it.
That's my best guess.
Sounds fine to me.
I don't know which spot they're supposed to be in though. If it's in or out, because there's 4 holes. They're only going to take up 2. I want to say they go in. They go in, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! Shoot!
Yeah, probably need to take off the end ones.
No! I can't. Shoot! Okay. Okay. There you go. Oh shoot. That seam one, we needed to have a plate that went under the, that holds it all together also. Are you kidding me?
What?
They need to go on the tubes. It literally, we're on step 3. This was step 2. Step 3 is to take this apart and put more on there? Yeah. This is so dumb.
These are pretty solid directions.
The short ones have the tube on that side. The tall ones have the crank on that side. You know, they literally mean it when they say don't tighten anything, because I think we've redone almost every single bolt we've put in.
Yeah, right?
Inches. About. That's
Just the leg this way.
Here's our somewhat temporary setup right now. So Cody went through, we put a log underneath every single footy, and then he kind of went through and tried to level it the best that he could. But the ground is so soft and squishy right here, we're gonna have to figure out something a little bit more permanent for it to sit on. But for just getting it roughly put together, it's a pretty good start. So day 1 of working on it, I think this was about as far as I was hoping for us to get. So I'm pretty pleased with it. It looks way better than the greenhouse does right now, so. It's really cold today. We are on day 2 of working on the sawmill. Yesterday Cody went through and he tightened all of the nuts where they weren't too tight but mostly tight, so it was all kind of holding together, and then he cut all of those stumps so it's sitting pretty level.
Spent a lot of time leveling.
Yeah, but leveling it's the most important thing. We're gonna kind of temporarily have it sit like this on these stumps, and then we're gonna get the sawmill put on there, and then what we're gonna do is with the first few boards that we mill for like our practice milling, we're gonna use those boards to build a platform for this to sit on. So eventually it'll be on a nice platform, but we're gonna kind of wait, and it'll be good enough for now. And then we'll mill the boards to finish the greenhouse, we'll mill the boards to build a platform for this, and then we'll put it on the platform and start milling the boards for our house.
Yes. We did our best to try and keep them level and get them in there as secured as we could, being this ground is so full of roots and it's really bouncy. I took some willow pieces around this big and about 1.5 feet long maybe. I sharpened the one edge, pounded the stakes down in underneath each stumps, put the stumps on top, and then hit the stumps to try and get them packed in the best I could, so hopefully they're not moving. But I still think they're gonna shift a little bit, so we're gonna have to be careful on these first ones until we are able to get enough milled so that we can build a platform for this. And then once we have the platform for this, we'll move it onto the platform. We'll be able to get it nice and square, it shouldn't move, and we will be able to then start milling for our house.
So the main frame is done. Today we have to get that super heavy motor and main head of the saw. We're gonna have to load it onto the side-by-side, bring it over here, and somehow drag it up onto this. Somehow. We'll see how it goes. gonna sit up like this. And then we have to attach all the other stuff, and then once it's fully everything's on there, then we put it on the thing.
I would think we could put it on there at this point. And attach
I don't know what it sits on.
It just sits on the track, doesn't it? Right on those wheels.
How? How does it slide then all the way down?
Rolls on these wheels.
Oh, yeah! Do you want to try to put it on there right now?
Yeah.
Is it sturdy enough? Alright, we're doing things out of order again. No, don't fall. Please don't fall. Maybe try to pick it up with the orange part. There you go. Oh, that looks so easy! We're just gonna have to Superman it or something. This is so heavy. I think that's the best it's gonna get. Okay. Oh, oh no! Oh no! Okay, logs out.
Dip it this way.
And then scooch it.
And then
2, 3. There you go.
okay.
You got it? Okay. Ouch! Oh! Ow! Oh!
Alright.
Yeah. Ouch. See, this is where those ends should come off, though. Let's lift up and over.
We're over them by a lot.
Okay, good.
Okay. And then roll it forward. Nice and slow.
Hey! Woo! Go a little bit more. I think.
Slowly lower it.
My wheels on. It's yours?
Done.
Woo! Oh, oh, my finger hurts so bad.
That wasn't that bad. Could have been
Oh.
twice as heavy.
Okay, no, that wasn't that bad, but man, does my finger hurt.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you jammed it right on that corner.
Oh, yeah. Woo! Okay, we never have to do that again.
Now we move it
Oh,
onto the platform.
ow!
Yep.
Look at this. Woo, it slides. That is so exciting. Now all we have to do is go back through all of these legs and kind of just re-level everything to the best of our ability. And then we'll get our wood cut, we'll build the deck, and then we'll make it all perfect. But for right now, this is feeling pretty nice. I'm super excited about this. This part's just gonna take a long time. Yeah. We are getting so close. The next step we have to do is actually put the blade on the sawmill, which is really good that we bought some ahead of time because it didn't come with one. And we didn't realize that. So thinking ahead, I'm happy.
Problem is with this part,
You have to like throw it.
most people just say to throw it.
Yeah, go over
They
there.
don't want to dull your things. So.
Throw it into the, that's okay. Oh, be careful, please. Don't let it catch on your sweatshirt. Okay. Okay.
All right, let's see if it works. not?
It works!
It turned on at least.
Yeah, we haven't actually tried milling anything, but we have a big stack of wood over here that's for our practice run. And I think we're about ready to start putting on the first board.
Yeah, we're gonna put one on there and see what we can do.
Cody marked a couple that were, I mean, we don't really know how to mill wood from a tree that's round. So we have a couple that he marked hoping.
Only the square trees.
He has a couple marked that we're gonna hopefully get those same cuts on it, but we'll have to see.
Give it a shot, see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm excited to start. I don't know how this works. Those need to be up taller, but not too tall. How tall are you going?
About half.
Like this?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not moving.
Whew. Oh, is it far enough? It's too much though for that. Look at that blade. The blade's not gonna hit it. Does that cover go over more? It
I
has
bet you
to.
these things were supposed to go on that side.
No. That's on. We just cut these. Okay, that was actually super awesome and it cut really easy. Hopefully it keeps going pretty smoothly. This is everything we cut out of that one log. We have two 1x4s right here that kind of have cracks down the middle, so they might be able to be used, might not, I'm not sure. We have two 1x4s right here that don't have any cracks that are actually really good. One 2x4 that was just the bottom that we couldn't quite move the saw low enough to get two 1x4s out of that, so we just left it as a 2x4, which is fine, so we'll use that for other things. And then we have this one, which was, I think it's technically like a 1x6, but I don't know, it might be turned into a 1x4 because it's pretty rough. And then those three over there are just like the live edges that we cut off that we might use for siding or firewood or something else, I'm not sure. But all in all, I think for a first test run, it turned out pretty good. We definitely learned a lot. We have to fix a few things. We have to fix the measuring thing on the side of the sawmill. And then obviously it's not super level, so they're not perfect, but for just this beginning usages, they'll get the job done. But yeah, I think now it's just time to cut all the rest of these logs into some boards. So I think our plan is going to be start all the way on one end from the beginning, go to the end. We'll get this side all the boards put up in as square as we can, and then once we do that, then we'll hop over and we'll do the other side. As we're going along, if there's like an insane hill or divot, I think we're gonna try to either knock that back or fill it in just to make it a little bit easier on the boards. We're gonna figure this out as we go along.
As we do everything.
So the instructions for this was also awful as it was for the sawmill.
Same brand.
Same brand, yeah. So I'm not totally sure exactly the size of board we needed or where the boards go. So we're just gonna see how it works. Oh, that's gonna make it look so nice. It's gonna be so much easier to level this thing now.
Yep, for sure.
One side of boards is up. So it didn't just magically make it a lot more square because we still have to combine them in between the two seams of boards, but it did actually make a big difference. It's getting there. I think we're gonna put up the boards on this side now, and then when we're done with that, we'll go back through and at each seam we'll put up a secondary like small piece just to kind of glue them together, and then we're gonna have to go under the feet and either add dirt or remove dirt. Next side. This way.
Right there. That's good.
Second side of boards is up, and it's not perfect, but it's actually looking pretty good. I'm excited about it. All in all, it's definitely making it a lot sturdier, and it's going to make it a lot easier to get it squared and leveled too, I think. But yay, now we just have to add the little extra boards on every seam and try to get that part leveled, and then dig out or add in dirt underneath each footy. Probably more important to dig them out than to add in.
Yeah.
But okay. And while we've been working on the greenhouse, someone found a cozy little spot. Did you find a fun spot to lay down in the moss? Yeah? Oh. Don't worry, she's still getting lots of belly rubs here. Okay, you keep snoozing so you have lots of energy for later. Yes. Nice. Also, yesterday we went and picked up some strawberry plants. So we got 6. It's a good start. We'll probably add to that next year. We finally have an absolutely beautiful day where it has not rained at all yet. Hopefully it's not going to rain. It doesn't look like it's going to in the forecast. So we are finally going to get the tarp put up. We also have the puppy. Doing some off-leash training with her today, so most of our focus is actually going to be on her, but that should be fine because it doesn't take a lot of brain power to get the plastic up. It's mostly leveled, mostly straight, heck of a lot better than it was before. At all of the seams where the bars meet, we went through and we put some tape over them so that it doesn't catch on the metal there. So I guess we'll see how this goes, and she's absolutely living her life right now. All right, time to make some progress again. Not tall enough. Hi. Good girl, come here. Hello. That was so good.
She hit the 50-yard mark and it beeped and she came running back.
Ready and go. Go, 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 go. We have a greenhouse. I'm so excited to use these. I see these things all the time. Or like other people using them, and it's just kind of like, whoa. That's not bad at all. Probably shouldn't have had that end be sticking out a little bit, huh?
Yeah, probably not.
Ah. Oh, Cody.
What?
Shoot.
What?
We never put more screws in these tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably should.
The plastic is on the greenhouse. Woo! This is super exciting. We got all the plastic on. We're still not completely done. We have to do both that end down there and the doorway. We also have to mill some boards and put them on the very bottom on both the sides and the front and back. And then we have to attach more track and then more wiggle wire to hold on the plastic. And then there's actually a way where the plastic kind of rolls up from board to board. So I'm not quite sure how that works, but right now with it at least covered, we can move all of our stuff so that it's not scattered all over the driveway and property. I think this green canopy is going to stay out here with most of our food. So our food right now is scattered in the sun, which you don't really want, but our options have been limited. So now that we can put a lot of our just things in the greenhouse, the food can stay underneath the canopy and get organized there, which is good. So I got out our wagon, and I'm going to keep just rolling things up piece by piece and getting that greenhouse filled with stuff. Let's do this.